Hi, welcome to another edition of Ask Jeff, where you get the opportunity to ask any kind of question you want. And we have told you that we would just kind of field those questions as they come in. We would tackle some will be answered offline for you, of course, but then they can run the full range. They can be silly, they can be spiritual. They're just something that you want to know. And someone decided that they wanted to ask a question just to see if we would answer it. I'm not going to embarrass you by telling everyone who you are, but you just didn't think we were going to answer this question, but we are. And here was the question. Hey, Jeff, I got a question for you. How come when you come to a water fountain, that water fountain will have two streams of water shooting together out of it? Why are there two different streams that are part of water fountains? The answer to that is pretty simple. You know that water is made out of H2O. And so you've got hydrogen shooting out of one, oxygen out of the other. They mix, and by the time it gets to your mouth, you've got water. Now, if you believe that, well, you'll believe just about anything because that's just silly. That's not true. That's not really the answer, but I enjoyed sharing that with you. And if someone just quit viewing just then, they thought they had the answer and they've run out now and they're going to embarrass themselves in front of other people. So hang on, let me give you the real answer, because believe it or not, the Halsey Taylor Company is the mega manufacturer of water fountains in the world right now. And they say, and this is their answer to that question, it is because it makes the water better. What it means is simply this, that there are two feed lines that come in. And sometimes you can actually look at a water fountain and see the two holes. Sometimes in a water fountain, the two lines come together and actually come together below the exit hole on the water fountain. But they feed with two different lines that come in, and the idea behind that is simply this, that when those two streams come and they cross, it aerates the water, it puts a cap on how high that water will go, and it will give to you as a recipient a cooler, more refreshing, a broader, a richer, a bolder, more refreshing drink of water. You know how it works, right? I mean, if you've ever seen one that actually has the two holes on a water fountain and one of those holes gets jammed up or someone has messed it up or put something in it, the thing fires out all wonky because it does need those two streams to cross for the water fountain to be most effective. And so, if you want to have a better drink of water, you find one and find a water fountain that has the two exit spots on it. That way, the water is going to taste better. The other thing they say it does is it helps the water taste less tinny and gives it a better flavor. I don't know why, because water I don't think of as having a lot of flavor, but that's what they say. They're the ones that manufacture these things. They're the ones that sell these things, so we're going to go with what they tell us. Remember that next time that you get a drink of water. There's a reason that it's built the way that it is, and there's a reason that it works the way that it is, and now you know why. And so you can impress your friends with that knowledge. And if you ever make any money on it, remember where you heard the information first, and remember to tithe back to the church at 434. We would appreciate it. The other thing to remember about that, though, is there's a lot of things that you see in life that sometimes you just wonder, well, why is that? Why is it made that way? Is there a reason for it? And believe it or not, usually there is, and you'll never know the reason until you ask the question. So don't be afraid to ask, because sometimes when you ask questions, that's how you make some of the greatest discoveries. That's this edition of Ask Jeff. Now you know the scoop on a water fountain. Believe it or not. I look forward to joining you next time. Oh, and don't hesitate to send us your questions. You never know. We might embarrass you and answer your question. We won't rat you out, though, I promise.